Welcome to episode 11, guys. Let's see how it plays out after I unfortunately lost in the last episode.
I think Tom's going to go big. I think he's going to go one or two.
He's going to split up. He's not going to spend everything straight away.
He loves his entertainment. He loves Disney. He loves Cineworld.
Facebook or Twitter, something like that as well for the social media side of him. So today is looking a little bit better. Not great, but better. We're up slightly from what we was at the end of last week, and basically what I've done is I haven't spent my money yet after selling EasyJet. Luke and Coffee, I've bought one chair. It's dropped drastically. Again, this is another one that's had some accountancy issues, but I just wanted to get in and just see how that's kind of looking. Wirecard has shot up today, but still not drastic. I've basically got some price alerts set up for that. I'm just going to keep an eye on it. Hopefully, I very much doubt it, but hopefully it could potentially increase to the point where I can just sell it and have a little less of a loss on that. Next has just gone into positive actually, which is good. Everything's looking alright at the minute. It's look like it's going up, but we're just gonna have to keep an eye on it. One that I am looking at potentially is Hasbro. As you can see, I've got my price alerts set up, but I think there could be some slight room in that, especially with everything that's going on over in America on the stock market at the minute. So I'm just gonna wait for that to open and see what happens here. I'm hoping it's going to drop so I can get it a bit cheaper and then start rising, but we'll just have to see from there. With regards to losing the challenge, I kind of expected that going into it. I didn't think there'd been that much difference. I thought Matt might have lost a little bit more, but that's where we are with it. But hopefully, since I'm so far down now, I can only really go up. Who knows? We'll see. But yeah, I'm feeling good at the minute. If we're up about £3 already, as you've just seen. Hopefully that means that we should be able to, just chip away at it, get a bit more of an increase than what Matt's going to do. And hopefully we can plow on through this week and win next week, because I don't want to be losing again. But yeah, so we're just seeing how that's going, looking at each one of the different things. As I was talking about, looking at Hasbro. Then also there's the National Grid one that we've both got, which is doing well. Next seems to be up on the rise. Aston Martin's actually doing quite well today, even though I'm still in the negative. It is coming back up, so we're just going to have to keep an eye on all of these things. I was debating whether to pick up one of the newer stocks to trade in 212. Some of them that are a lot cheaper, but I just can't tell right now which way they're going to go, especially with most of them being US stocks. So that's where we're going to leave it for now. We'll check back in a few days to see how everything's going.
It was a great win for me at the weekend. Really pleased to hear that I'd come out on top. But I just thought I'd do a quick reaction video to my decision to sell off EasyJet shares for Tom. On Friday night, after the markets had closed, there was an announcement to say that there was these bridges being created between certain areas and whether or not you'd have to quarantine when you came back in terms of holidays. And I thought this could really play into the airline's hands. So that's why when I was faced with the choice of the stocks, just the names, I went with that. I didn't know what position they were in. I didn't have any idea, apart from when he mentioned Wirecard. I'd heard about them, and I thought that was quite interesting. I didn't think there was any point in selling that. I didn't think there'd be too much of a return on that. They have actually gone up quite a bit this morning, of Wirecard, but still for Tom, it's a big loss he's going to have to sell out on. As you can see by this graph, EasyJet are up 4.24% today. So in my head, this is a brilliant decision to sell off. That's 4% of growth on Tom's shares that he will have lost out on. I don't know how much he had invested in these, so that might be a really insignificant amount, but I think it's a really good decision. I haven't checked how the other stocks were doing. I don't want to taunt myself too much, but yeah, I'm really happy with my decision to do that, and I'm interested to see if Tom thinks I made the right decision too. To kick off the week, I just thought I'd give you a little bit of a roundup of where my account's at. Obviously at £209.86 it's just ticked up to. That's nice. 87. Oh, this is going well. But basically, that's around the price we started at. So it's not fantastic, but it's okay. These are the guys I'm watching, these four here. I don't think we're getting on Boohoo. It's gone too high. I really want it to drop down. We're talking like 385, I think. It's quite a big drop to ask for. But the rest are potentials. But we'll keep an eye on them. I'll come on to my price alerts later. Here's my current account. Obviously, you can see where we've been trading, what have you. Dropped below the line, obviously down 97 pence. But we're getting some good responses. I'm glad I sold some of them Amazon shares at the top. Look at that. We sold right up here somewhere. Dropped right off. So I'm glad I got rid of some of them. Cashed in the profit. Cranswick obviously sold a very small amount of these, but it's just frustrating, this one, because I think it's a really good share. But it'll be one of these that if I keep it after the challenge, it'll probably keep going up and we'll do really well from. Diageo, again, I just bought at the wrong time. I set the price alert and bought instead of setting the price alert and actually looking at what that meant. If I'd have been smart, I would have bought around here, which again wouldn't have made huge returns, but would have meant I would have had chances at some good returns. So we keep an eye on them. National Grid, obviously we can't do anything with that, but still a good return on that. And Twitter, one of the most frustrating ones. You know, we really couldn't have bought at a worse time, really, when we look at this chart. But, you know, it's one of the things, again, I learnt from my mistake. Set up new price alerts, and hopefully we'll see a return on that and see it kind of jump back up to these dizzy heights that it was at before. I think it's got potential. It just might take a little bit longer, and unfortunately might take us beyond the challenge. So that's my portfolio, a winning portfolio at the moment. But the thing that's worrying me is obviously this week Tom has only got to see an increase if I stay the same, and he will win. It's not about the overall account value, it's about the change from last week to this week. So, you know, he could still win the final week and make me sell one of my shares. Maybe on the Friday I might sell some of my shares just to make it look less attractive to him, or I don't know. Who knows, that would be very tactical if I think I'm going to lose. In regards to price alerts for these guys and the ones in my investment portfolio, I'll just quickly run you through them. Here they are. Price alerts. I've got different ones. One's above the current price, or if I'm wanting to sell. One's below if I'm wanting to get out. And these are all set slightly buffered from the actual price I'm looking at. So let's say the stock's at £90 and I want to sell it at 100. I've set my price alert at 98 so that when it goes through the 98, I get the alert and can get on in time to check it out and make that decision, which is what I should have done with Twitter and Diageo earlier on in the competition. But yeah, hopefully these work. Hopefully Tom has an alright week, but I have a better week and I can sell off another of his shares.
Okay, I get it, right. I'm stupid. Idiot Trading Challenge warned you before all this. Not smart at all on this. However, before I move on to why I've got a big smile on my face, let's just kind of clear the air with this bit. Luke and Coffee, yeah, they're not trading, Tom. They're not trading at the minute, so that'll be why I couldn't purchase that one share that I tried. So I cancelled that. I've moved that on into something else. I'll show you that a bit later on in the week. But why am I smiling? Let's try and paint a picture here, shall we? Imagine, I don't know, you'd been stupid enough to buy something like Wirecard at about 17 euros a share, something like that. I don't know. Imagine you was that stupid. Yeah. Then imagine it dropped all the way down to €1 and you're like, God, well, there's me losing a week of a challenge. Yeah, okay, so we know that's happened. Then imagine that starts going up slightly. So you think, why don't I sell half of my Babcock shares? Get about £15. Yeah, okay, that'll do. And then, I don't know, I was up early this morning, I was having a look, and I saw it gone up to about €3 a share, so I was like, you know what, I'll get some of them, I'll get in there, get some of them, and that's what I did. Unfortunately, I only managed to get them when they was at €5, so I was panicking a bit. But then, I don't know, imagine like, it went to €6.50, yeah, okay, then you're looking, okay, we're making a bit of money back here. Then imagine it went to, I don't know, €8.3, you start thinking, yeah, I'm doing alright. Then imagine you get to the point where you were just almost breaking even. You go over the point of breaking even, you think, I'm greedy here, I'm going to stick around for a bit, and then it just drops quickly, so as any smart person would, you sell it. And then going back a few minutes later and realising, oh, that was actually quite a good idea, because now it's back down to €6.5 again. Now, I know this is the idiot challenge, but I'm quite happy with that little move there. I'm literally now 40p behind breaking even overall, and the more money that I got, I've put into Workhouse, which is new to Trading 212, and then I've put the rest into buying some Disney stock. So all in all, not that bad of a move. As always, guys, thanks for watching. I hope you've enjoyed today's episode. There's going to be more episodes coming, so just keep your eyes peeled, subscribe if you'd like, and you can always look down in the description. There's the link there where we can both get a free share if you join up through the Trading 212 link. There is the T's and C's there, so give them a read before you do so.